Right, I hope I have this better lit than usual. Got a little desk lamp there doing the honours. Unfortunately it's also showing up some smears on that glass panel, but I can fix that soon. So ignore the smears, consider them something I'll be removing later. This is my altar for Advent. Towards Christmas I'll be adding a little nativity scene probably. First thing you'll probably notice is that my green man is now fully asleep. The green world is going to sleep out there, only the evergreens are still awake, and he represents everything that's sleeping. But it's not dead, it will return. My spindle is there as usual, representing womanhood. Very rarely off the altar, that one, because womanhood is important to me, being as how I am a woman. And recently I've got into a lot of discussions with people about feminism and stuff, because I really find it insulting. The whole idea of feminism insults me profoundly as a woman. I don't need help, I don't need protection, I don't need special quotas or special help to get a job or anything. I need to be respected as a human being, not treated as a special case because I happen to be a woman. Because let's face it, women are better than men at most things. No offence to any men listening, but we just are. Incidentally, you're fully at liberty to think of yourselves as superior. It would be weird if you didn't. Oh, that's turned around the wrong way. Right, there's my rings, representing treasures both earthly and heavenly. I've never seen the point of separating the two, frankly. I mean, I'm not obsessed with money. Money doesn't matter to me in the least. But look at this piece of amber. Who wants to renounce a world with that in it? My beautiful Pounamu. Treasured gift from my sister in New Zealand. It represents everlasting friendship, which is what we have. It's very precious to me. I wear it a lot. If ever I'm expecting a hard day or anything, I keep it with me all the time. Except at work where I'm not allowed to wear it, but it's with me in my head. It's very rarely off the altar except when I'm wearing it, and the only time it's anywhere else is when it's right by my bed to remind me that I have a friend who's always with me. There's two angels on the altar. This one was from the Age UK charity shop. I got it last year. That one's from the 99p shop, also a last year's purchase. And there's my copy of a medieval Madonna. Now, she reminds me very much of my mother. I've always loved her more than virtually any other Madonna and child, because she just has the look of a real human being. And the child looks real too. The child looks like he's about to say something or reach for something. He's so cute. But it just reminds me that at the heart of the Christmas story is this humanity. And it's quite beautiful. And you see her robed as the Queen of Heaven, but to me every mother is a queen. I think there is a great deal of sovereignty in motherhood. And sovereignty, of course, is important to me. I believe all women represent sovereignty, and all women possess sovereignty and can pass it out to men, but men cannot acquire it without women. Which is one of the reasons why we're better than men, and why feminism is a waste of time. There we have the Spirit of Charity again, in her usual spot. Down there, Lee. Always keep a picture of Lee near me. This cross was a gift from a lovely friend of mine. She works with me at the charity shop on Saturdays. And it was made by a US military chaplain who was also Native American. He organised a Native American dance team which involved a couple of hundred young people who performed all over several states, and he just led a wonderful, inspiring life, and he made these beautiful crosses from quail feathers and such. It just shines, it's so beautiful. I don't think any picture can ever do it justice. To look at it you really need to hold it and turn it under the light and stuff. But I keep it there to inspire me and to remind me that it is worth living a good life. It is worth trying to make something special happen, because someone somewhere is going to notice it. And someone's life is going to be changed. And in his case, he changed lives all over the place. Over here, triple goddess stuff is a bit tricky when you're a monotheist. I don't generally go in for goddesses in general. To me, God is both God and goddess, and at the same time neither. But to me, the triple goddess represents womanhood in all forms, and these are not so much goddess figures, therefore, as female figures representing us all. There's our maiden. Then we move to the lovely round cuddly mother, and then my lovely crone of winter, the Sheila na gig, who keeps slipping down, but never mind, she looks alright there. But in winter, and especially at this time of year, the three come together. You've got your maiden, who is the Madonna type, and you've got the pregnant mother, who is holding the hope of a world with light again. At this time of year, everything is waiting for the sun to come back, and the mother is pregnant with the hope of the new year. And meanwhile, the queen of this time of year is the crone of winter. And people are scared of crones and terrified of turning into them, but to me it's beautiful. To me there could be no more powerful phase of womanhood. It's the moment when you've done all the things you wanted to do as a child, all the things that you had to get out of your system, and you've done all the things that society expected of you as the mother, and then suddenly you're free and you can do anything you want, and you have infinite power and near infinite wisdom, or you should have by then. And you understand life and death in a way no one else can. So I always honour the crones around me, and I am delighted that I will soon be one. Don't know how long it'll take me, but I will get there. I will gain that wisdom, I will be that person. My drum is resting there. It's not standing up at the moment because there's no room for it to stand up, but it's having a nice lie down. Here the horn represents more of a sort of musical instrument. It's a horn of annunciation. It's declaring Christ is coming. And also spring will return. Christmas is all about life. I love this horn. I adore it. I treasure it so much. Partly because of its innate beauty, partly because all my life I have been devoted to cattle in all forms, which is why I get so nasty with vegans. I loathe vegans, and I should be nice to them. I should pity them as creatures suffering a terrible eating disorder, but they just get too evangelical, and when someone tries to enforce their eating disorder on others, I get angry. But no, I am very fond of cows, but it's also because the person who gave this to me is very precious to me. A very dear friend. And every time I look at it, I think of her and her generosity and her kindness. I must get a picture of her on the altar, actually. This is my newest pendant. It's sold as a Canonus pendant, but it isn't, obviously. Basically, they think it's Canonus because it's got horns. Why can't I get this in focus? There's no evidence whatsoever that this is intended to be Canonus. It's a Celtic picture. It's got a serpent in one hand, a torque in the other. He's sitting in a posture associated with shamanic doings. Basically what you have here is some kind of priest. And because of the torque and the Celtic elements around it, I'm prepared to say that this represents a druid. So to me that is a symbol of druidry. However, if people want to see it as a horned god, that's fine. I personally see the so-called horned god as a horned nature spirit who is responsible for the animals. I do believe that such a being exists. I do believe he's worthy of respect. I don't personally worship him, but if I met him, I would show him due respect, especially as he's got the tendency to induce panic in people. Now the bells, of course, are nice Christmassy bells. Those also came from Bead Games. I bought them in the last few months I was there. They're so gorgeous. Love the tone of them. And of course my little money ring, representing ancestry. People who were here before me. And that's everything. I like the way it's turned out. I will probably add pine cones, I will probably add Christmas decorations nearer the time, but it seems wrong to decorate for Christmas too early. Got to enjoy the anticipation and the slow build. And that chalice, of course, at Christmas represents merrymaking, as well as all the other things that a chalice usually represents. Because we should be celebrating, we should be enjoying life, especially around Christmas and Yule. Oh, and that's a little bag of potpourri that Lee sent me. Lovely Christmassy smell that has. Everything here has associations with people that I love or places that I love. I mean, in the case of the rings, I got them from the charity shop. Everything here is incredibly precious to me. And I love being able to share it with everybody. I'm always amazed how many people are interested. So that's how things stand at present. Towards Christmas it will get bigger and bolder, but for now it's just as it is. All blessings to all of you, and I hope you have as much fun setting up your altars as I have doing this. Goodbye.